Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, it's going to be a little bit different. Remember how I said back in my old vlogs where I wanted to do maybe a 2018 bullet journal flip through? Well, today is that video. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. If you guys want to see the little flip through of my 2018 bullet journal, then keep on watching. This year is my first time ever doing a bullet journal and actually completing it, so I'm really excited to show you guys, and let's go ahead and get it started. So as you can see, I like this whole wooden look. It has a nice holder right here, and it also had a pencil grip, which is great. Let's go to the first page. These are stickers that I collected working during my brand ambassador days, and this was a aura photo that I have taken this year. I think I took this during my mom's birthday. I tried doing like a lettering thing, like a washi tape lettering thing, but it never really worked out. I have an index here. I realized that this was great. It was able for me to see everything, but I started running out of pages and it was only at 120. So next year I need to figure out a better way to get my index all worked out. We have year at a glance right here. This is years in pixels. As you can see, I stopped doing this March 12th. I don't know why I stopped. I think it was because it was kind of hard for me to figure out these days, but it's something I want to work on next time. These are books I've read. 2018 I read Heart of a Warrior, Reincarnation Blues, and The Timekeeper. I put this book down here. It's the Four Agreements. It's because it's a book that I want to read. These are the movies that I've seen this year. I watched Justice League, Split, The Foreigner, Mother, Professor Marston and the Wonder Woman, Murder on Orient Express, Black Panther, Ready Player One, Infinity Wars, Deadpool 2, Incredibles 2, To All the Boys I Love, Julie and Julia, 16 Candles, and Friday. This was my period tracker. I actually liked this because it was so much easy for me to see how my period was. It was really crazy. I did a lot of lists in my bullet journal, so this was my list for my trip to the Philippines. And here's the first weekly layout that I have. As you can see, I have January up here, and I kind of highlighted the week. And I just did these little small boxes on top. I like writing little entries of what I did, so that was good. Here's a different layout that I was trying out. It's more rectangular, and I had more space to track anything that I wanted, like a to-do list, when I meditated, my goals, my notes, how much water I took. Here's another one like that. As you can see, it's the same layout as before. This was my 2000 review timeline, and I wrote a letter to 2017. Here's another layout that I tried out. We have a little January to 22nd, what is that, 22nd to the 28th, like a this week and next week, and then I have my weekly like sections right here. This is a little space to write anything I needed, like a YouTube and a gym, and then my reminders. And then this is the last of January, so I just wrote it like this. Here's a picture of Nabiki that I drew. Ooh, I went to Marshmallow this year, and that was really fun, so I got the ticket right here, and then I just wrote about the whole experience. Here's the February layout. I have the month of February right here. I have important dates. And then this was when I was going to the Philippines, so this is how long I was in the Philippines in my itinerary. And then this page was me kind of like drawing the destination of how everything went. I stopped here in Sassoon because there were some issues going on. You can see that on my vlog if you guys want to check it out. But I really do like this little drawing that I did. Here are some pages. This is the last of my PI Philippines check. I know it looks kind of scatterbrained. I was really scatterbrained, but for me to be writing it down really did help. Here are some travel tips I wanted to use during my trip. Ooh, this is one of my favorite pages. This is how the moon affects a Cancer. Really like that. I'm a Cancer, BT dubs, if anyone was wondering. And since my trip in the Philippines, there was really no agenda. I wanted to do dates where I can use it as journal entries. So as you can see, it's a bunch of different journal entries I was using, which I really like. It'll be nice for me to look back at it and just read through how I felt, you know? I wrote a lot, wow. And this is the end of the Philippines trip, so I have my tickets. This is going there, so this is a picture of me at my Lolo's house. And this is me coming back, and then here's a picture of my home. With the cats and Steve in bed. Here is a habit tracker. This is from February 22nd to the 28th. I wrote down what I wanted to track, and I wrote down the dates, and then just marked whenever I did do that. Here was a meal log. I wasn't eating really well, so I wanted to track the times that I ate and then what I did eat. And then this was end of February. As you can see, there's, you know, 26, 27, 28, but I never really finished that. Here was a checklist. I think this is something I wanted to do. I don't know when, but like, I guess I just had a random checklist. Here is a grateful log page. And as you can see, my journal broke. I think it like ripped off from the thing, and I really tried like taping it back together, but it just never got to it, so that's okay though. Here's a different habit tracker of mine. I wrote Monday through Thursdays, Saturdays, you know, all the Mondays, the days of the week, and then the numbers on the bottom, what I wanted to track. And then instead of doing the X's, I just did dots, which was easier for me. I tried doing a sleep log. That was really cool to look back at. It's kind of hard to track because you gotta wake up and do it, like, and sometimes like I'll lay in bed and disconnect, but I will still be awake, you know. Here is another week. What is this? I think this might be March already, but as you can see, I had a lot of open space, and I really didn't like the open look space of it, but I have the weeks like this, you know, to-do list, what I want, my notes over here, and then I think this is when I first got my washi tape, so I was going a little bit crazy with that, but you know, it's okay. What is this? Oh yeah, this is when I had a trip to Vegas for Tim's birthday, so I made a list of what I wanted to pack, and then it says Las Vegas was great, 10 out of 10. And this was my ticket to the Vegas trip. Here is a different layout that I've tried. So I had it down like this, and this is what I would write what I ate, and then kind of like a little agenda, like what I needed to do, like work, or you know, how I felt that day. On this side is like the whole goal. So I have my task, my notes in this little box like so. I have my goals right here. This is titled self-love, so this is stuff that I wanted to work on. I have reminders right here. And I really like this one. This is a positive wheel, and I have it labeled Monday through Sunday, and every day I would write something that I was really grateful for, or a positive impact that happened in my day. That was really good. I might pick that back up again actually. So this was basically something I was going through, and it was really weighing heavy on me, so I needed to write it out. And for me to do this really helped me see where I was coming from. And yeah, it's very personal, but I wanted to show you guys, like, writing things out really do help put your vision and perspective into paper. I don't know what happened here. I don't like how this turned out. It just looks like poop, but you can see these boxes are all of the days. I have my task and my notes down here, my goals. This is my positive block, and you can see like I still have a lot of wasted space. And I think I just filled up the wasted space with a bunch of tape. This is probably not that pretty to look at, but you know what? It's okay. Ooh, this is when I started getting more creative with my journal. I first got my crystals, so I got Amazonite and citrine, and I wrote down what they usually help me with, or what, you know, these crystals could help me with, and then a crystal care where I can cleanse it, bless it, and meditate with it. it was cool drawing these crystals. Really nice. Okay, oh yeah, and this journal also comes with a little bookmark thing, so that's cool. As you can see here, this is my weekly. As once again, I got, you know, weeks laid out like this. This was also like a little task or a to-do per se. Oh, this is me and Steve's 5 love language. So this is mine up here, this is Steve's. And I wrote down what each of the 5 love language is. And it's really nice for me to come back to this. Is sometimes like me and Steve are just like off or just not really reconnecting. I can look back and see how we can get back to, you know, speaking the same love language. If you guys are in a relationship or if you have a child, I really do recommend taking this love language. It really does put a lot of things into perspective. Here is my April cover page. I started getting more decorative with my cover pages, and I really do enjoy that. All of these inspirations I found on YouTube or on Pinterest, and I started doing a lot of quotes too. This is a good quote of mine, or not mine, but I found, and I really do like it. Here is April, the month of April at a look. April was kind of busy for me. I had an East Coast trip. Steve was gone, and then Crystal was gone, and then just a bunch of different stuff. I like this a lot, but it just didn't work out. Well, it worked out at the moment, but for me, it looks nice, you know? It looks nice. It was pleasing to the eye. And as you can see, I'm carrying on with the whole clouds look, but now I just started doing boxes for the weeks. Here's my little habit tracker down here. And I have a little next week type of section. And I carried on with that same layout. I don't know why, it started getting more empty spaces, but you know, it's alright. Ooh, this is my list for the East Coast trip that I've visited. So, there's that. I just used a bunch of washi tape to, you know, make it look pretty. I stopped doing the clouds, but I did use the same layout. I think I tried doing drop shadows. Yeah. Steve got me some stickers. Actually, I don't know. I think I got these stickers. I'm not quite sure. But I bought some more markers, and I think I was trying to practice how to calligraphy. And then I started drawing, because I was drawing, you know, sketches of flowers, but I used a marker to make it stand out a little bit. These are my notes for the book I read, The Heart of a Warrior. I like coming back to this and looking back at it. A lot of notes. Good notes. Here's May. I got the look of May look of May over here. I wanted to try this new thing where I write a line for every day of May. I stopped on the 24th, which is not too bad, but these are nice to look at. It's like a little caption of the day, you know? Here is a different layout I tried. I tried writing the dates up here. So these are days that I was working or I was busy. So you can see, you know, I'm working over here. These are my tasks, my goals. Another positive wheel right here. And then I had this whole section for notes. Did the same thing on top, had all my weeks up here, and this section down here was all for notes. I got new crystals. I got Sodalite and Tiger's Eye. Wrote a little bit about them, started even like coloring them a little bit. Ooh, here's a new section, or here a new layout. So I did months or weeks, sorry, I did days like this, and then I had my goals, my tasks, and my review on the side. Here is a painting that I did, and then here's a picture I found on Mother's Day. On Mother's Day I helped my mom clean the kitchen, and I wrote a little bit about it on the side. And then here's this picture I found of me, my mother, and my father. And I decided to keep it because it was just out in the open. So, you know what? I decided to store it. So, it's in my journal. Here is a page dedicated to meal prep. Here is the schedule. I think this was for school or something. I can't remember. And I had an empty spot right here, so I just decided to draw some flowers. Oh, here's a new layout. So I have the days listed here and what I needed to do on the side of it. Here's my tasks, my goals, and my next month. Here's June's page. So I have look of June right here. I have the days and the numbers listed and important days that I needed to list. I have my to-do list for the month of June. I have July right here on the bottom, just like what I need to do for next month. And here is the first look of June, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, as you can see down here, the days and then what was going on during those times. I have next week down here. Oh, and this is the last page of Heart of the Warrior. So I drew this, and then this was a season tracker. I think we finished it though, so I don't know why I didn't finish coloring this, but it's okay. This guy still looks pretty cool. Here is another weekly layout. This is one of my favorite pictures that I drew in my journal. Originally it was supposed to be a bunch of cats, but when I was drawing this, I started getting really creeped out by all the eyes staring at me, especially this guy right here. So I just made it into I made it into a planet. I drew this astronaut, I drew this weird looking other planet, and I don't know, I just really liked how it turned out. Really proud of it. I'm back to that layout again where I have all my week laid out here, important things I needed to look at. This was my money tracker. This was my goals, my tasks, notes, and then I started doing this brain dump. I saw this and I really liked it because sometimes I just need to write out what else. Sorry about that, you know, we got racers out here. But yeah, so this is my brain dump, and I really like doing brain dumps. It's easy for me just to get out, you know, what I was feeling throughout this week. Steve gave me these stickers. This is a little poetry that I was writing. It's about change. I got a rose quartz, and this is all about that. I have the week laid out like this again, my tasks and my goals, and then I have a note section right here. I was starting school, so here's my school schedule. I did want to get this tattooed, but never really fell through with it, but that's okay. It's nice to look at, you know. Here's one of my most ugliest pages. I don't like it. It looks really scatterbrained. I think I was trying to layer the tape, but then my pens weren't catching onto the tape, and then when I closed it, it smeared onto this side, and it just got really ugly, but it was already on it, you know, so I couldn't really do anything about it. Moving on. Here is July. I really like this page. It's really cute. I was inspired by another bullet journal person on Instagram. Here is important dates, next months, and my goals. Here is another picture that I drew. This was supposed to be the mountains from Initial D. Here is a full moon ritual. Let it go, let it be, the universe will take care of me. And I just wrote down some after ritual thoughts. Here we have these cute little waves. I was really trying to master drawing waves, and on this little boat we have the date of the week. We got the days here. July 3rd is my birthday, that's why there's balloons here. I just wrote a little bit about how each day was. Here are my goals, my brain dump, and then next week. As you can see, I'm carrying on with that whole wave scene, and this time I used the moon. Once again, got it labeled like this. I like that I have the, you know, Monday through Sunday labeled right here with the dates. Another goals, brain dump, and next week. As you can see here, I'm getting more creative with my bullet journal, finding out what works out best for me. This was when I got my guidance or goddess guidance oracle cards. These are some instructions about it, and then I started writing down the drawings that I was getting. Is a letter that I had to write out to myself, because like I said, writing things out really does help me, so I had to fully write it out. And then I have this gratitude log. So as you can see here, I did the whole waves thing again, did that whole layout. I really did like this layout. It looked really nice, and it really did help me collect my thoughts. And here is this little page. I guess you would call it a collage. Here's my ticket for Audiotistic. These are some stickers that Steve got me from In-N-Out, and I just made it into a little collage. Once again, I'm still doing that same layout. Trust yourself, my goals, and then here's my brain dump again. And now we're in August. I really do love this page. I chose a sun look because August are Leos. Leos are connected with suns. Here's one of my favorite quotes: don't give up on the person you're becoming. And I started changing this up because you know how I have the months to look at? I did personal and work, and I separated it. So I have, you know, appointments, people coming to visit, whatever. And then I have my work days. These are my attempts of drawing Charizards and Charmander. And I have next month's down there. Here is Ode to July. July was my birth month, so I just wanted to write something about that. And we're starting off with August. I'm doing that same layout, I see. This was a blank page, and I'm really glad I filled it out with this beautiful painting or beautiful drawing. I don't know really what inspired me, but I just wanted to draw some plants, and I wanted to draw a window, and I just started drawing other windows. As you can see, I'm still doing that same layout, but I'm changing up the scene. We're doing now sun. I got goals, brain dumps next week. Ooh, I got a lapis lazuli and a malachite. This is what they are used for. And then these are little sketches that I did during my work. These are some trippy illustrations that I saw that we can draw ourselves, and I just wanted to try it out. And it turned out really nice looking. Here's that same layout again. Rest in peace, Aretha Franklin. We got check yourself before you wreck yourself up here. These are notes, and as you can see down here, I drew some flowers. Same layout. Now I'm just using washi tape. Oh, I went camping this month, so here's a little camping list. And here we are in September. This is a really great picture that I enjoyed. It looks really great. I like how the colors contrast each other. And I'm doing the same thing looking at September, or looking at my months like this. As you can see, I have my life on one side and I have work on the other side. And we got next month coming up. Ooh, this was a good layout. So I had the months right here. I have the weeks. So I just got a text that our electricity might go out, but I'm going to try to finish this, and then if the lights do go out, then I'll just continue until then. I got September here, Sunday, Monday through Friday listed. I got the days that are on this page highlighted. I have my expenses right here, and I have my week like this. And on the other side, I have my to-do, my task, and my next week. And I realized to-do and task are kind of the same thing, but it's okay. And as you can see, I carried on with that layout. I just used different colors to highlight the page. Oh yeah, I think I realized that to-do, and yeah. So down here, it started being a to-do list, task, empty spaces, so I just use this for whatever. Got green. This is my affirmation page. I heard that writing down what you want to manifest works, so I started doing that. And I started writing about my dreams. Wow, October 1st, cannibals. And here's October. Got the same thing, school and personal, then work life right here. Wow, look at this craziness. So this all has a system to it. We have chemistry, we have Spanish, we have astronomy, we have my work, and then we have a different work. And I had these all laid out down here, or like I have the week laid out right here, and what was going on is matches the color. So like right here, a lab quiz was for chemistry, I had an exam for chemistry, I had a astronomy midterm, I had work on these days, I had a Spanish quiz, I had work down here as well. And then these are things that needed to get done. Like I have my astronomy checklist, my chemistry, and my work, and then I guess like a notes page. And I use this color coordination to help me keep track. So on this side I have the weeks laid out again, and the color coordination to help me stay track of what needed to get done. I think this is when I started college, so it looks like a mess, but truly there is a system to it. Here is a page that I was going to dedicate to writing down vape juices that I really enjoy. These are stickers from Shijin Vapor. You guys should check them out. This is one of my homies' vape line, so really good stuff. And as you can see, I carried on with that same layout. And it really helped me just keep everything organized. I liked how this was color organized, and yeah, it really worked out for me. Doesn't look really pleasing, but trust me, it worked out a lot. And as you can see, I carried on till even November. This is a page that I really wanted to work on. I wanted to replace saying I'm sorry with thank you. And I just wrote out different ways of how I can change that. Here's a painting that I did for November. And then we got November month glance right here, the days of important dates. I got monthly goals right here, and then we got December. And looks like we're back to another layout. I got the month right here, my weekly tasks, and then my week laid out. And then this was used for notes. Ooh, this is one of my favorite spreads. So I drew this, and then I had the week sectioned out. So we got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then this section was my to-do list. This page is really pleasing to the eye. And then back to that that layout that I used. Weeks down here, more notes in between here, and then the weeks laid out here. I went to Millennium, so I wrote a little bit about that down here. Here's a ticket for that. Here is a video tracker for my vlogs, shopping list for meal preps. Here is December, last stretch for school, 19 days, 3 weeks left. I got important dates for school. I didn't really like how this turned out. It kind of looks kind of kiddish, but you know, it is what it is. It's already on my page. I have that same layout right here of important dates on the sides, and then these middles were all for like notes or I guess my brain dumps for the days. As you can see, they're listed. These were supposed to be candy canes, but it's okay. I did that same layout still. Last days of 2018, and then this is the highlight of my 2018. I did the months up here and the highlights of each month. I did a success page. I did my challenges. This year I would reward it as the best traveled, so I drew that. Here's a little thought bubble. It said having 2 cats are great. Steve and I can cuddle different kitties. It's just double the mess. They are truly a responsibility. And then here's my letter to 2018. Oh, here is a rest in peace, because a bunch of people that I didn't personally know but I looked up to died, so I just wanted to remember them. And that's it. A letter 2018. Yep. Also had like a color page for new pages or new markers and stuff that I wanted to check out. And then I tried practicing my name. And then this journal also came with a little sticker or little pocket, which is cool. I kept like rulers in here or some pencils or whatever I needed to keep in here. Oh god, so dark. Alright y'all, and that concludes my 2018 bullet journal. If you guys are thinking about starting a bullet journal, I really would recommend it. It was a great way to keep my hands busy, to let my creative side, you know, just explode onto this journal. And it's nice to have something that I worked on for a whole year fit into just this. And I can't wait to continue doing bullet journaling. I don't regret 1 second at all ever starting a bullet journal. This hobby is supposed to be relaxing. It's not supposed to stress you out. And it's not going to look good because you got to figure out what works out best for you. So that's my tip. Don't stress out over your creative hobby. You don't have to show people, you know, what it looks like. It's only just for you. So I would totally recommend it. If you want to start it, start it. And here is my 2019 bullet journal. Totally different. It's now a leather binding. It does not have a pencil holder. And that's something I do regret not looking into. And this year it's more practical than fancy. You know, there's a lot of bare pages, but I'm using it more for keeping track of things and being more how would I explain this? Being more practical with my bullet journal. You know, like even this, I'm filling it all up. You know, there's no theme whatsoever right now. This was a really good idea that I picked up from Pinterest, and I really like tracking my habits. And I still have my brain dump, and now it's on one page. I'm using full pages for different things that I want to create. I have another brain dump right here, and then I want to start incorporating doing paintings every month. I want to start taking pictures of things that look really beautiful that I see, and then trying to paint it out with my skills. So I have a page dedicated for that, and I'm already starting on my February page that is just around the corner. So yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed my 2018 flip through bullet journal. If you guys did like it, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Looking back on the videos, I am aware that it is kind of slanted, but you know, it is what it is. And yes, at the end of the video of me doing the flip through, the lights did turn off, so that's why it immediately like turned off black. But yeah, that's it. Okay guys, I'm gonna go back to editing this video and working on my bullet journal, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!